Dr. Chad Luxembourg. I'm an eye physician and surgeon. This is world-shattering information. It's unbelievable. I couldn't possibly communicate to you how important the whole thing is.
My reason for being in this company is a very simple one. I'm a doctor. I said, what can I do to help my patients? And I had someone come along and tell me that there was a product that was being promoted that supposedly is going to be a revolutionary product in terms of its actions on the body. And that maybe the whole world ought to be on it. And so I took a look at him and I said, get out of here, Satan. I don't want to hear you anymore. But he was persistent. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He was persistent. So George Capote came back to me and said, look, what if I got you some science? And I said, well, if you got me some science, I will, at least because you came back, I will go read it. And I did. By the time I got through the next 2 or 3 months of reading the papers that I read, I was very, very excited. I was very, very excited because Dr. Blasini and I, he's a rheumatologist, and I work on problems every day that are called inflammatory in nature. And we all know that that's the basis of all disease processes.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can you scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
The scientific evidence is there. The pieces seem to make sense. The question is, does this translate into something that humans can take advantage of?
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company.
Are you saying that this could be a cure-all?
You're looking at something that will have a small impact, but an important impact.
We make no claims about curing any disease or preventing any disease. We hope that when enough studies are done, perhaps such claims might be able to be made in the future.
Clinical studies to assess Protandim in both diabetes and heart disease should start in 3 to 4 months. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Our bodies are amazing machines, a machine that is constantly working to combat the environmental and biological stresses attacking it. We breathe in pollution. Our body works to filter it out. We get hot or cold. Our body works to regulate itself. We get sunburned, sick, or injured, and our body works to repair itself. But like any machine, just doing what it's designed to do eventually leads to wear and tear, and therefore, the longer it works, the less effective it becomes. It gradually begins to break down, and in the case of our bodies, we age. But what if that weren't the case? What if you could flip the tables so that as your body does what it's designed to do, it actually became more capable of dealing with environmental and biological stress? Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Well, you don't have to imagine it, because that world is here. Introducing LifeVantage, a publicly traded company at the forefront of nutrigenomics. Using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to improve your gene expression for a healthier and potentially longer life. Our first breakthrough in nutrigenomics came with the discovery of the NRF2 protein, also known as the master regulator of the body's stress response. Aging and many of its unwanted problems are linked to the breakdown of our body's cells caused by oxidative stress, damage from an overload of free radicals. Our patented Protandim NRF2 Synergizer stimulates the NRF2 protein, resulting in the body producing its own powerful, protective antioxidant enzymes, and is the only supplement proven in a clinical study to reduce oxidative stress in humans by an average of 40% in 30 days, therefore reducing lipid peroxidation to the level of a much younger individual. A recent peer-reviewed study from Washington State University calls NRF2 activation one of the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventive breakthroughs in the history of medicine. In a $3.4 billion antioxidant supplement industry, Protandim stands out as the key to making antioxidants rather than taking them. But there's another problem linked to aging that you need to fix: the breakdown of your mitochondria. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells. They make adenosine triphosphate, the fuel that pumps your heart, supports muscle growth, and encourages healthy brain function. And because mitochondria are the source of 95% of your body's energy, as your mitochondria decay, so does your energy level. Protandim NRF1 Synergizer is a new breakthrough that supports mitochondria production and reverses the impact of cellular aging. When you combine both Protandim products, you reduce oxidative stress and help your body support mitochondria production so that you can have healthy, energetic, and youthful cells. Being the industry leader in NRF2 and NRF1 technology isn't the only reason we are at the forefront of nutrigenomics. Our next breakthrough was when we leveraged our unique knowledge of the NRF2 protein and developed an industry-first NRF2 enhanced skincare system, TrueScience. A multi-step regimen that takes years off your appearance with both instant and long-term anti-aging benefits. Our patented composition utilizes Nerf2 technology and natural ingredients to bring back the youthful glow of beauty to your skin. And it is so effective, you won't believe the results until you try it for yourself. A further breakthrough in nutrigenomic research led to the formulation of Physique, a comprehensive approach designed to recharge and balance your body's natural weight management system. The Physique system supports optimal digestion and immune function and is a safe, long-term solution to burn stubborn fat from your waist. Combined with a balanced diet and exercise program, Physique is the smart way to meet your weight management goals. An additional breakthrough in nutrigenomics was when LifeVantage discovered a way to unlock your brain's potential with Axio Smart Energy. Axio is a brain performance product with ingredients specifically chosen to provide long-lasting power, enhance concentration and focus, without the crash from sugary beverages and snacks or the stressful jitters often experienced with energy drinks or supplements. Axio Smart Energy comes in regular or decaf. The power of our continuing nutrigenomics research led us to new discoveries in NRF2 activation in canines. And so we developed Canine Health, specially formulated to reduce oxidative stress through NRF2 activation. Canine Health supports joint function, mobility, and flexibility in man's best friend. Our insatiable appetite to understand the power of nutrigenomics has led to breakthrough products that have been highlighted on national television networks like ABC, NBC, and PBS. They have also been reported in the Wall Street Journal and in peer-reviewed studies published in major medical journals. Our products stand out as leaders of innovation in the $37 billion supplement market, the $50 billion energy drink market, the $121 billion skincare market, and the $300 billion anti-aging industry, exclusively available through our independent distributor network. Ask the person who invited you to view this information how to purchase any of these products, or how you too can build your own LifeVantage business and put nutrigenomics to work for you. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So this is our income disclosure form for the company LifeVantage. Since LifeVantage is publicly traded on NASDAQ, we are required to turn something called an income disclosure form into the Federal Trade Commission. And so here's ours. Here's our pay levels, 1 through 10 pay levels in this company. Here's our monthly average commissions. And if you look, right here in the middle ranges is what people working with us 1 year on the side, following the system exactly, are following it on average. And with that said, let's show you exactly how the money's made in this. To review the information, the initial franchise into your LifeVantage business is $1,200. That's a one-time fee. The overhead in this business is $200, and that's a monthly product that you and your family use. The Protandim, the pill form, is $40 a month. The skincare topical form is $160 a month. The animal version of this is $25 a month. And then the drink form, which is meant for energy levels, is $50 for a case of 30, which equals out about $1.60 a drink. So with that said, any combination of these products that your family consumes on a monthly basis is considered your overhead. And $200 a month is required in order to get every single payment option the company offers. So with that said, let's begin to how making money occurs. So some people are going to see the vision in taking the products and just want to become a preferred customer. And that's okay. They can try any of these products. You sign them up, you get paid. It ships directly from the warehouse to the customer's house. You do not ship, deliver, store any of the products. You just get paid. You get paid 30% of whatever the customer orders that first time. They get at the same discounted price that we get it. But when people see the vision of business, like we do, they go ahead and partner up and purchase a franchise. Now, when your first partner buys a franchise, you're going to be getting a check for $500. So I say let's go ahead and launch your business with 6 people. So the first way you get paid is let's go sign 6 people. 6 people, you're getting paid $500 a piece. That's going to give you a check on Friday for $3,000. On top of that, signing 6 people in 1 calendar month, you're going to get roughly a $2,500 bonus. So if we're signing 6 people in 1 calendar month, you're going to get roughly a $5,500 check. And that's how we go ahead and we leverage out 5 times the amount of your initial investment. That's the big picture for you guys. Second way you get paid. You get paid 2% of all sales in your very first level. So let's say you're sitting here you sign up your friend, Sherry. Sherry signs up her friend, Wade. And Wade signs up his friend, Becky. Sherry's considered your first level. Wade's considered your second level. Becky's considered your third level on down. So you're going to get paid 2% in all sales in your second level. So everyone you personally sign in. Let's say we just start out with those initial 6 people. Let's say all they do is just do their overhead. If you teach them just to do their overhead, you're bringing in a side check of $24 a month. Now that's not exciting, but the first way nudge you $5,500. This is just an addition to that. Now let's drop down to the second level. You're not going to get paid 5% on all sales in your second level. Let's say these 6 people know 6 people. Everyone knows 6 people. This now means you have 36 people part of your business. With that said, if they just use their overhead, you're bringing in a side income of $384 a month in income. It's like a car payment for life. But let's drop down to now the third level. The third level is now a 9%. 36 people know 6 people. You're now sitting at 216 people in your organization. If they just do their overhead, you're bringing in a side income of $51,000 a year in residual income. That's when I understood this was my plan B. Fourth level, you're getting paid 5% again. 216 people each know 6. You're now sitting at 1,296 people in your organization. If they just use the product, you're bringing in a side income $200,000 a year. At this point, that's when I understood I was going to be leaving a legacy. Because once this money is established, something happens to you, the money continues to pay out after you pass away. This payout plan continues to build down 9 levels, 5% all the way down. Finishes out at 2%. You can just imagine how big these numbers get, especially if people do more than just their overhead. Now this is going to be the third way you get paid. The company wants to incentivize you to go out there and go help people. So they're going to actually give you a 10% match on everyone's paycheck that you personally sign. Not a cut, but a match. Meaning, let's say those initial 6 people, let's just say they each just make $100 a piece. Meaning that total paycheck is $600. That means a company's going to match you 10% off of $600 every month. And then they're going to match you 5% off the next level's paycheck, third level's paycheck, fourth and fifth level's paycheck. This number gets to be quite large. Because let's say these 36 people, let's say all they do is just make $100. You're now getting paid 5% match on $3,600 every month. Let's say these 216 people just make $100. You're now getting paid 25% off of $21,600. And let's say these guys only make $100. You're now getting paid a 5% match off $129,600. And that's where leverage really started to make sense to me. The richest people in the world know how to build leverage. They will never trade time for dollars. Because if 100% of your paycheck is based off of only your effort, if something happens to you, the paycheck disappears. However, if you have 1%, if you work off of 1% of 100 people's efforts, then that's where leverage is created. With that in mind, this is going to be the fourth way we're going to be getting paid. This is where the big picture is at. The company will take 4% of gross global sales right off the top, and every single month disperse it to the people at the 7, 8, 9, and 10 level. They will take 1% of gross global sales to split between the 7, 8, 9, 10s. They will get a second share of gross global sales to split between the 8s, 9s, and 10s. A third share to split between the 8s, or the 9s and 10s, and a fourth share to split between the 10s. This check last month was sitting at roughly 40% of a Pro 10's total income. That explains how big of a deal this is. Now, if you look at the 4 markets we're really tapping into, the antioxidant market, that's a $64 billion industry. Can you please explain to me, why will anyone in the next 10 years take an antioxidant when you can turn your body on to generate its own at a much more faster and effective rate? Where is this money going to be going? It's going to be going to Nerve 2 activation. Watch it happening. It's already happening. Just like 10 years ago, if you could have been in front of touchscreen technology, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now. So with that said, this money's already moving here. The next market we're tapping into is the anti-aging market. That in itself is a $120 billion industry. Animals, dogs specifically, is a $28 billion industry. And now you have energy. Energy drinks, coffee, Monsters. Well, that's a $100 billion industry. You guys, we are tapping into every single one of these markets. How hard is it really going to be to steal just $1 billion from this and land in this pot? Our company just closed out at $200 million. A small company called Avon just closed out at $11 billion. Avon started back in 1886. We started back in 2009. Avon has makeup. We have Nerve 2 activation. You literally get your family set into this pot. This is only going to grow as a company grows. Right now we're sitting in 8 countries. We still have another 150 plus countries left to go into. This is the big picture here, and this is why I'm doing this. So with this said, I hope this explains a base idea of where all the money breaks down into play. And if you have any questions, get with the person I introduced to this information, and we'll answer some more for you. Thank you guys for your time.